Hey, welcome to my journey and to my first meal prep after having total knee replacement. It's been 2 weeks since I've had it. And did I necessarily want to do it? No. But did I think I needed to do it? Yes, because having foods prepped keeps me accountable to like not digging and foraging for who knows what. And I actually had this meal planned before I rejoined Weight Watchers, so it worked out perfectly. I made stew beef, which is, I don't have any, you just look up stew beef and it's just the meat, and that's how many points you'll have according to how many ounces you want to eat, grams, however you want to do it. So I did that, and then I did pound droppers. She calls it WW Crustless pumpkin pie cupcakes. I don't think I'll put all that. I want to just shorten it up a little bit, but delicious and 1 point each. I can only see one problem with it. Not eating them all. Oh my gosh. Yes, they are that good. I am so glad that I saw that recipe. I think I saw it on her Instagram. I'm like, well, I need to look that up. And boy, oh boy, it's a recipe from, because her original points were blue, green, and purple. So that's the era that recipe was from. But when you click on her link, I guess, I don't know, well, maybe the program now has just tweaked a little bit since they started it. I'm not sure, because I just rejoined after a long time. So that's what I did today. I didn't push myself, so I'm not giving you a time period. Like normally I like to tell you, look what I did in an hour and a half. I'm not giving you that because I limped around the kitchen. I had my walker. I just did things at my pace. And a lot of this time, the cupcakes are nothing to put together. A lot of that time is spent cooking and cooling. And then the meat, oh my goodness. Throw it in the Instant Pot, season it, cook it, let it naturally release, boom. So I didn't have a whole lot of hands-on, but it was enough. It was enough starting out again. So that's what we're having today. I hope if you make these recipes, you like them. I hope if you make pound droppers, cupcakes, you'll like them as good as I do. I already took a bite. I left the rest of it over there because I'm going to enjoy it slowly. I didn't want to gobble it up while I was filming my little thing, So, well, that's all I know for now. And let's see. Yeah, we'll just turn around and get started cooking. Lunches this week are going to be plain old beef stew. No vegetables, no taters, carrots, nothing like that. I just want the meat. I just want the protein. And so I am not even following a recipe. I'm just throwing some stuff in here that sounds good. So this is almost 1.5 pounds. And I want to use this. I found this onion butter all-purpose blend from Fire and Smoke. And everything we've ever gotten from Fire and Smoke has been good. So I thought that sounded good on here. So we're going to give it a pretty good shake. We want this to be nice and flavorful. And then I need a little bit of beef bouillon. I'm just going to kind of shake a little bit in here. And then some onion powder. Uh-oh, hold on. Must have got some moisture in it. Shaking it over a steaming pot or something like that will do it. So some onion powder and some garlic powder. And just some regular salt, just in case. Just in case. And I'm going to stir this up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to add a cup of water. This is my 3-quart, so it only needs a 1/2 cup, but I'm going to give it a cup. Now we are going to set it on the meat and stew, and That's the last thing I made on meat and stew. So put it on there, and whatever it says up there, adjust it up to 35 minutes. Oh, you know what would help? If we put this on, I think it would cook a lot better. So it's on. Did I hit? I did. Okay, I couldn't remember. And then when this finishes, just let it naturally release. You don't have to hurry it up or anything like that. Just let it sit here and release completely naturally. Now we will start on our cupcakes. Now for our cupcakes, we're going to start with the all-purpose flour, 2/3 cup or 85 grams. And I just weighed mine. So I've got 85 grams of all-purpose flour in there. And then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And then we will just quickly whisk that together just to distribute it. Okay, we're going to set this aside, and I think I have everything I need for the wet part in a larger bowl, because we're going to put everything in this one. I have 2 eggs. I'm going to beat them up just a little. We're going to add 1 can of pumpkin. And we need a 1/2 cup of 0-calorie brown sugar substitute. I'm using Truvia Sweet Complete Brown. I think she uses the Kanto Golden. And then 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And a teaspoon of vanilla. And let me see, I'm going to look at my recipe and make sure that's everything. Sweeten your eggs, vanilla, pumpkin pie spice, and 2/3 cup of almond milk. Recipe calls for regular unsweetened, but I imagine if what you have is vanilla would work, because it's got vanilla in the recipe. If you're worried about it being too much vanilla, then just cut back on the extract. All right, now we are going to add our flour. All right, let me get the muffin pan. Okay, I'm going to use Baker's Joy just because I'm baking. Let me hold this up. Okay, it says about 2/3 cup of filling, not 2/3, 1/3 cup of filling in each one, but I already have this dirty 1/2 cup, so I'm just going to use it to scoop in what looks right. Okay, I think those look pretty even. I'm just going to settle them down a little bit. Now, these will go in a 350-degree oven. Let me see for how long. 20 to 25 minutes. And then I will show you what they look like before we move on to how long they cool and stuff like that. So let's pop these in the oven. Well, this is after 20 minutes, and they have already, I just got them out and muted the TV and picked up my phone, and they've already started settling down. They were a little puffy. You can tell they're pulling away from the sides, so I don't think they're going to stick. They're, that's blurring there, but they're done in the center. Now they have to sit in the pan and cool for 20 minutes, and then we have to pop them in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes before serving them. And then we take them out of the cupcake pan, the muffin pan. So we let them cool completely and in the fridge completely. And then we'll remove them. So 20 minutes just here and 30 minutes in the fridge. And then we'll see what they look like. And I will taste one too. The cupcakes have cooled and then cooled in the fridge. And you can see they sunk down. Now I'm going to see if they will fall out easily. I hope they do. For the most part, hold on a minute. I think we'll get the rest of these out pretty easy. Yeah. So they're not sticking. They're just, well, they're not sticking, but they're kind of hanging on. Does that make sense? Very moist, just like a pie. These need to be stored in the refrigerator. And I've already taken a bite. Let me tell you, this is delicious. Cooling it off gives it time to set up, get all the good flavor. It's just like a pumpkin pie. I don't know why it's called a cupcake. I guess because it's made in a muffin pan. I don't care what it's called. It's delicious. And one point, I took her link on her website, Pound Dropper, and put it in my Weight Watchers app, and it still come up to 1 point for 1. I meant to change it to 2 to see how many, and I forgot, but I'll put that on the screen. So hold on just a minute. Here is what I made today. Some stew beef. I just went ahead and put it all in one bowl. So each day, instead of measuring it out, I can decide how much I want that day, depending on if I'm having anything else with it. That way, I won't have some left that I don't eat and not know what to do with it. So I'm just going to take it out daily. And then here are our Pound Dropper pumpkin pie cupcakes. So that's my little small prep this week, but it's going to keep me on track. So that's all that matters. Okay, if you are prepping something today, I hope you're prepping something good. And I will see you, I don't know. So I'll see you when I see you.